I'm Mandy Cameron and I'm here today to show you how to do some arm knitting, from creating very simple items like the cowl here, which would take you about 10 minutes, over to the blanket or the afghan that would take you about an hour to get this crazy result of chunkiness and warmth. I'm using a super bulky yarn and I'm taking 3 strands. I'm just putting a little knot in the end just to keep it all together to make it secure. And I'm just going to measure an amount. Yes, that'll be enough to cast on some stitches. And at that point, I'm just going to make a slip knot. There we go, not too tight on your wrist. And I'm going to put the tail over my thumb and the working yarn over my finger to start my cast on. So I'm going to pull up the yarn off my thumb, twist it round, grab the yarn off my finger and create a second slip knot, tighten the tension, and there we have your second stitch. So it's yarn off the thumb in a loop, grab the yarn off your finger, through the loop, onto your wrist, tighten your tension. And I should have enough to do about 6 or 8 stitches. Here we go, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's your cast on. Not too tight, not too loose. To start my first row, it's going to be a knit row because it's always going to be facing me. So when you swap it from arm to arm, it's always going to be a knit row, but it will give you the effect of a stocking stitch. So we're going to take the working yarn and place it over your thumb from the front to the back. You're going to lift up your first 3 strands of the first stitch, pull them off your hand and drop them. Here we have the loop on your thumb. That is the stitch to transfer to your right hand. Tighten up the tension slightly. Take your next stitch, drop it over your hand. The yarn in your thumb is your new stitch. Pick up your working yarn, keep squeezing it between your thumb and your index finger. Take the stitch over, pop your hand through, and there you have another stitch done. Now I believe arm knitting is quite an old art, and it didn't come back into fashion really until about 18 months ago, because beginners, young people, all sorts of people, whether you can use your fingers or not, get great pleasure out of this because it's instant results. There we have it. Almost at the end of this row, and you'll be able to see the stitches more defined. There we go. That's your first 2 rows of your arm knitting. You can continue to whatever length that you require, sew the ends together for an infinity scarf. You'll be done in no time at all. Thank you for joining me on Craft Academy.